Hey everybody, welcome back to Mike Oski's Kitchen. My name is Michael Shefsky and I'm the chef of this kitchen. And if you're tuning in, I hope you're the chef of yours or trying to be the chef of yours and putting some really good foods down on the table for your family and your friends. Hey listen, it's that time of year. Oh, it's cold, it's starting to snow outside. You know, that just reminds me of those comfort food recipes that I knew and I loved as a kid. Living back in north central Pennsylvania. Man, we'd go out playing in the snow all day and we'd come in and there'd be these wonderful foods that would just warm you from the inside all the way to the top. One of those foods, and it's so simple to make, it's called old-fashioned goulash. There's tons of recipes out there for goulash, but this one is my favorite. This one is one I remember, and this is the one I love. It's super simple to make. Not a whole lot of work to do on it. Very simple ingredients, very economical. You can make this up and just put it on the stove and boom, just serve it when you want. Man, is it good. Let me just show you what's in this. Again, this is typical ingredients that you're gonna find probably in your house already. We're gonna have some cheese, cheddar cheese. I'll show you how much to use on that. Elbow macaroni, a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna have some soy sauce. We're gonna put in some tomato sauce. You get it? We're gonna put in some diced tomatoes. Of course, some Italian seasoning. You can use whatever you want. Some black pepper, some seasoned salt, bay leaves, got to go with bay leaves. We have an onion that we'll chop up, ground beef, a couple pounds, some olive oil, and garlic. That's it. You could likely have most of the stuff in your cabinet already. If you don't, go out and get it. But this is so easy to make. Here's the hard part. The hardest part of this whole process is cutting up this onion. You want a nice little diced up onion? Perfect, that's it. Outside of that, we're at the hot spot for the whole time, putting everything together, browning things and mixing things and adding things. And that's all the hard work to do. Guys, you're gonna love this. Right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and chop this onion up and I'm gonna head myself over to the hot spot with all my stuff and I'll show you how to put this together. You're gonna love it. This is great for those cold days. It's gonna warm you up. I'm here to care for you because this is why we make Mike Oski's Kitchen. Make this for your family. I'll see you at the hot spot. All right, welcome back. Hey, we're over here at the hot spot. First thing we're gonna do is just gonna go ahead and get this ground beef browned up a little bit. We don't wanna go maybe halfway and then we're gonna add some things to it to finish it off. But for right now, just go ahead and chop it up. Use a spatula. I like to use this little, I don't know, little smasher I call it. But it helps break up the beef a little bit and cook a little more quick. But we just wanna go about halfway. And when I come back, I'm gonna show you once it's halfway, what we're gonna add and we're gonna finish it off. So I'll see you right back here. All right, hey, welcome back again. Listen, my ground beef is right now about halfway done. So what we wanna do is add just a couple ingredients and we're gonna add the rest, don't worry. We're gonna add our garlic. Mix that in a little bit. And we're gonna add our one onion. Whoop, there's a little more garlic left. Let's get all that in there. We're gonna add our one onion. Mix that in there. And then we're going to add a 1/3 cup of olive oil. Now that's all going to mix and simmer together. Our main goal is two things really. Is to get the ground beef all the way fully cooked and browned and to get these onions a little bit more soft than what they are because they're raw right now. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this around a little bit and when I come back we are going to load this up with a whole bunch of ingredients. You're not going to want to miss it. I'll see you right back here. All right, folks, we're back. This ground beef looks really good now, and the onions are nice and softened. So what we're going to do is the time is the big ingredient dump. So what we're going to do is take some warm water. I put 2.5 cups in here. We're going to start making this thing up. And then I got about a 1/2 cup of beef broth. Let's just get a mix on that real quick. And it's time to add the rest of these spices. So we add the water, we added the beef. Now, next thing we want to do is add our Italian seasoning. There's really no order at this point. Black pepper, seasoned salt. We're going to add our Worcestershire. And of course, we're going to add our soy sauce. I'm going to get a good mix on that. We got a couple more things to add before we settle this thing down. Mix it all together, make it all integrated. Everybody's got to live together in this pot. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful dish. Next thing we want to do is add our tomato bases. So we're going to add our diced tomatoes. I did not strain the tomatoes because I want the extra juice, okay? Got 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Going to mix that together. Then we're going to add the 2 cans of tomato sauce. And there's a 1. And there's a 2. One more surprise here before we finish this part. Get a good mix. Get a good mix. Looking good. Oh, already looking good. I can eat that just like that, without the pasta. All right, 3 bay leaves. 1, 2, and a 3. And we'll go ahead and integrate those guys in, get them into the sauce, and let them do their thing. Now, after all that, that's the whole step. What we want to do is lower the heat, keep it at a simmer. We're going to cover it 20 minutes, and then we're going to come back and add our macaroni and our cheese. So hang tight, we'll be right back. Welcome back, welcome back. Hey, it's been about 20 minutes, and we got a nice little simmer going here. You know, the key is, the reason why I like to go a little longer, since we have ground beef in here, we have all those spices. I love to make sure that that meat in there gets a chance to really absorb those spices, because I believe when you have a meat-based meal, man, that's got to be the tastiest part of it. So anyway, 20 minutes, all done. What we're going to do now, simple step. We're going to take 2 cups of uncooked elbow macaroni and drop it in there. You can add a little bit more if you want, but I like to count out about 2 cups. And what I'm going to do is kind of mix it through. I'm going to cover this back up for another 25 to 30 minutes. And the reason why I'm doing that, because again, the macaroni is not cooked. So it's raw, okay? It's hard. So we want to make sure that we take a nice slow simmer and let that macaroni cook and soften. And then after that, we got one more step to add some cheese, and we're ready to eat. That's how simple this is. I'll see you back here in about 30. Okay, hey, we're back. Final step. Oh, look at that, look at that, look at that. That is a beautiful old-fashioned goulash look. Now, this is optional, okay? This is optional. You can serve it like this, and people can add their cheese if they want, but I like to kind of just take a cup and just kind of sprinkle it in, and I'm going to mix it in. By the way, remember those bay leaves? I've already fished them out. So at this point, let's get that cheese mixed in, get it melted a little bit, and guess what, folks? The old-fashioned, heartwarming, warm up from the cold goulash is done. And we're going to head over to the workstation, try this thing. I'll see you over there. Oh, does it look good? Hey, here we are. We're back. We made our old-fashioned goulash. Oh, gosh, guys, listen. This is the one you want to make and save. Listen, go on the description of this YouTube video. Go down, click on the link that has the recipe, print it out, put it aside. If you know that you're going to get some cold, rainy, or even cold and snowy weather, this is the one you want to make for that day. I'm telling you, it warms your heart and it warms your belly. This is perfect. So let me try it here. I know it's good because I've made this a number of times, but this is one of my favorites. Guys, if you want to talk about taking you back, for me personally, about 30 or 40 years, this is it. This is something economical, easy, quick, simple, and oh, so tasty. Listen, make this. It's fantastic. You won't regret it. Your folks won't regret it. This is really, really, really a good to keep close to you all the time in those cold or those rainy and cold days. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for being here. Subscribe if you haven't. Hey, we're still coming out here with a video a week. We got more to come. Got some surprises coming next week. It's going to be a fun one. Make this, or at least save it for when you need it, because this is going to be something that you're going to be asked for by your folks many times. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate you. And like I always say, God bless you. But in my own special Polish way, Folks, na zdrowie.